everybody. Vaughn here with the Vonster vlog, and thank you guys so much for joining me here for what day is it? Day 136. Holy mackerel. That's pretty cool. And I'm not gonna lie, today was another one of those days, and I'm nervous because they're getting a little bit more frequent. But this was another kind of day where it was like, I don't feel like doing literally anything. Like my whole vibe's been shot. Like all day, I've been just a pee pee poo poo pants, just like super grouchy and like ugh. It's like I gave up on the day as soon as I got out of bed. Still did everything that I needed to do. Like I checked all my boxes on my to do list and like I did everything, but it's like my heart wasn't in it the way that it usually is, and I recognize that this will pass. Gosh, what a drag and what a downer. And I'm kind of wondering if maybe I should have started my day with some yoga just in case. So, for the day's done, we're going to fit that yoga in and see if it helps. And I did my thing. I rang some bells and did a little bit of a private sound bath prior to this. Just me and myself. And I've got there's a diffuser oil blend burning, but I don't think this one's supposed to do with it, but it smells good, so oh well. And while I chat, I'm just connecting with my breath and kind of stretching through my shoulders. But it's a grounding blend by probably my favorite apothecary, the Enchanted Oak. I don't know if they're still in business. I don't know if they survived Rona. But the lady who kind of puts it all together is very talented, and her grounding blend is like probably my favorite smell in the whole world right now. And I have no idea what's in it. Oof, and I don't know if I can buy more, but we'll figure it. So it's when we find ourselves on our mat, sometimes it's like a class full of excited children in my brain that it's like you can't get them to be quiet all at once, like with the switch of flip of a switch, not without like some serious discipline, which I don't have. But it's kind of just letting the class wind down, letting that chatter in my mind just wait patiently for it to finish saying its thought. Until everything quiets down. I've often described on my main channel when talking about running the business and crafting and everything. I often talk about how it feels like, my mental space is just an open concept office full of hamsters who all have like there's one hamster who's dressed up like an accountant. He's kind of over in the current corner freaking out, being like, guys, we need to stop spending money, guys. Nobody's listening to him. There's another hamster over, kind of in the middle of the room doing her nails, and she's got like lash extensions and a little too much contouring on, being a total drama queen. Like, and so there's for all the different facets of who I am, I feel like there's hamsters, and sometimes all the hamsters are running around all hurry scurry with no management among them whatsoever, just pure freaking chaos. Um, so when I come onto the mat to do yoga, it's relevant, I promise. Um, when I come onto the mat to do yoga, I kind of visualize all of my little hamsters getting on their yoga mats for a company mandated wellness break. So just if picturing like 75 hamsters all in different caricature outfits of professions doing yoga in like the bullpen of an office where it's all those different office desks and stuff, and there's papers flying and it's just pure chaos with a purpose. Though if that doesn't make you smile, I don't know what will. Inhaling our arms up overhead, exhaling down, getting that pulse and bend in our knees. And as we inhale, reaching our arms up, plugging our fingertips into the ceiling. Let's exhale and swan dive. Oof. Into a forward fold. Let's raise our toes and our heels alternately. Exhaling, flat back. One full breath cycle. We're gonna take it kind of quick today, actually, even though I spent most of the time chatting. Just one breath cycle in each pose instead of 3. So let's exhale, walk our hands out into a plank. Inhale and exhale, chaturanga down, pushing up, into up dog. And exhale into downward facing dog. Okay, Light, I did 3 breath cycles here. Last one, swear to God. Any Archer fans out there? Exhaling. Let's walk our hands back up towards our feet. But yeah, if you've seen the episode of Archer where Pam's eating all the yogurts, that's what I'm alluding to. Focus. Okay, here we go. Really get into that forward bend. Inhale and exhale, half back up. Inhale and exhale, rounding up one vertebrae at a time. Now from here, let us come into tree pose, grounding down through our right foot. Inhale, exhale, lifting our left leg up and open, and placing our foot on our shin, or on your inner thigh, or on a block, or toe on the ground up against your ankle, wherever you're at today. I was trying to rush it, but I really needed this. Inhale, transitioning over to our left foot, really just sending those roots down. Exhale, up and open through our right foot. Inhale, stepping our right foot over. Exhale, warrior 2 with the legs. Let's inhale up, arms overhead, and really settle into it. Keeping our pelvis tucked, hips and shoulders square. Inhaling up, we'll bring our left foot in, right foot out. Exhale, travel that right knee over our right foot. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, warrior 2. Again with the squaring of the hips and the shoulders. Looking out over the horizon, over our right hand. Inhaling up to center, bringing my left toes out. Exhale down to warrior 2. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, up and back, reverse warrior. On our next inhale, rise up, coming into a triangle pose. Now into a wide stance with both of our toes forward, right foot going that way. We'll get faster when we practice, but just transition to the other side. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reaching forward. Exhale, up and back, reverse warrior. Inhale, up and transition. Exhale, Warrior 2. No, actually, we don't come down into Warrior 2. You can if you want, though, but come back up out of it. Inhaling, reaching forward with that straight front leg. And exhale. Fingertips either down to a block or to the mat or a stack of blocks. Triangle pose. Now, let's walking our hands to the center, transition with your feet, and then walk your legs over to the other side. And I'm just going to leave that block there and I'm going to stand up in triangle pose. Inhale, arms overhead, reaching forward. Exhale, hinging at the hips, opening up through our inner thigh, turning, reaching and looking for the sky. Inhale, discard the block. Exhale back up. Okay, so I'm gonna try the half moons, but if the half moon isn't working for you or for me, we can go into Warrior 3. So we'll show you that as well. We shouldn't have thrown the block too far away. So I'm going to transition back over my left foot, but kind of step over it so that my hips, or kind of my center of gravity actually, is over my foot. And the half moon is we will come up into a Warrior 3, but then start to open so that it's almost like we're on one plane with our leg up and our arm up. I am not there at all. So I'm going to just practice being in Warrior 3 using the assistance of my fingertips on my block, but it's still really building up the strength of my balancing leg. One more breath here. There we go. Now I'm going to step back, come up, turn, and come over my other foot. Coming up into Warrior 3. And now we can ditch the block. We'll be stepping back and coming up. I actually need to open this window. This sage won't quit, so it is getting some smoky in here. And by open the window, I mean remove the binder clip that holds the piece of plastic in place that keeps the wildlife out. So from here, I am going to come down to my knees in a thunderbolt position. And I am going to take just a moment to catch my breath because that kind of kicked my butt a little bit. I take like one day off. Like, what is my heart rate even at right now? 123. So I'll take it. Anybody who's like, yoga's not exercise, severely underestimates the level of sedentary that I have completely embraced throughout every aspect of my lifestyle. So they can just stay in their lane. Okay, so from here, we are going to come up and bring our left foot forward, sliding the top of my toes on my mat, right on the edge of carpet burn. I'm going to inhale and then exhale forward, lifting my arms, making sure that I'm not like resting on my patella, the little slidey plate in my knee. Crescent lunge. Inhaling, we will bow forward, lean back over our left foot. Ooh, getting into that hamstring. That's good stuff. I just love watching smoke rising up from like a bundle of herbs in candlelight. Like it's just beautiful. If I could animate, to be able to animate that accurately would be like the pinnacle of mastery, because it's so beautiful and so spontaneous and just dancing, and it's just smokes, but it just seems so alive. And then coming back, I'm gonna bring my knee to in between my hands, just shifting the same knee. So I came forward with my left. You could do left or right. And we will be right here in pigeon, or my blocks are over there. You could be up on blocks to bring the ground up to you and get a deeper stretch. And then we can fold forward over our kind of shin. So half pigeon pose with a forward bend. And from here, we will take our lasso. And I'm just coming into a 60-90 seated stance. Putting my lasso around my right foot because my left leg's forward. And from here, I'm trying to bring my foot in with just the power of my legs before relying on the strengthening of the strap. So just coming up to one-legged king pigeon in prep pose, because to be here, we'd really like to be more centered up with our hips squared to the mat. But that, ooh-wee, is a mighty stretch. So I'm going to unlasso my foot, come back to sitting in a thunderbolt position. Even with that little bit, because I can hear my heart pounding in my ears. 125. Like, oh my gosh, this is harder than it looks, y'all. And I'm actually mostly saying that for my own benefit, to be like, because I'll see something like that and I'll be like, that doesn't look that hard. Like, that person, I'm that person. He's like, that doesn't look so hard. Let's try it. And then I'm trying it and I'm like, it's so hard. Okay, so inhale up onto our knees, exhale, right foot forward. Let's hit that left hip flexor. Really leaning into it, making sure that our front knee is traveling down the center line of our foot. And I'm grounding just as much through my back top of my foot as what I am through the front, to try to take that pressure off of my knee. And you can, if you like, add a small back bend to your crescent lunge. Inhaling, folding forward, exhaling, rolling back and getting nice and deep into that hamstring. There we are. And from here, I will bring my right knee between my hands, have my pelvis squared to the floor. And practice, because even with just your fingertips on the mat, I'm supporting through my front leg, I'm grounding through my back foot, I'm really holding my upper body up with my core. And let's exhale and fold forward. And here, if you find yourself kind of disliking the just holding the position, I like to tuck my toes of my back leg under so that I can lift that knee and maybe rock back and forth. Making sure that you're not putting any pressure or discomfort into your knee, but you can really kind of, if we knead the dough and roll the dough, we're kind of really kneading and rolling the dough muscles here and just exploring those nooks and crannies. And now from here, we can practice placing our knee down and then just raising our foot towards our booty in preparation for, this would be a good time to put your lasso around your foot. Yeah, because I can't reach it still. So just sitting into a 30-30 or 90-90. What was this called? I don't know. I follow a company called MoveNat. It's like natural movement in like mobility and stuff, and they do this pose a lot, this posture, and I discovered it from them and other similar accounts. I'd love to take those classes one day. That'd be really cool. And so I've got my left foot over my left shoulder now. And I can just lean into the strap, getting a stretch through my abs as well as my quadricep. And so now I've got left foot around my left hip, holding it down with my right hand. And I'm going to reach back with my left and square my hips up over the mat. Always explore the corners of the posture by looking up. And let's relax that back leg. Ooh, rolling out of it, taking my foot out of the lasso. And now, everybody's favorite, we're going to do some plank and lifting our leg, but then we are also going to lower down and push up into either a cobra or an upward facing dog. So good luck, we're all counting on you. Let's exhale up into plank. Inhale, exhale with the leg raised. Let's push down, oh my god, or collapse down into cobra. Hoo-wee. I didn't realize how much I used that third leg, or that second leg in lower. I don't got one of those third legs. That'd be handy, I suppose. But okay, push back into on our knees. I really use all four corners of myself whenever I'm doing the chaturanga through. So having that leg lifted really, wow, that's very eye-opening how much I was using that leg. Let's do it again. Other side though. So let's inhale, exhale up into plank. Inhale, exhale, right leg up. Inhale, I'm actually just going to lower my foot. Oof, and then push down through and into cobra. And pushing back up and through. Do a little bit of an extended child's pose, but also rolling nice and juicy through cat-cow. Change direction. That is really, really good, you guys. Thank y'all so much for joining me here on the mat. And, goodness. We will see y'all tomorrow for the next day of a year of yoga. And until then, you guys, keep on keeping on. Mwah. Bye.